Alright, should be recording, although why is it showing as black? Hopefully I can keep using this. Okay, good. It must have just been something wonky then. Because once I all tabbed in, it was happier. I'll start the music soon. Yeah, so continuing in Viscera detail, Revolutionary Robotics, and I did look up the code for the door. 2145. I have no idea where it is. But that's, you know, I'm sorry, I don't... I mean, as I said in one of the previous videos, if you read all the different slips of paper, I'm just looking at one around here. I'm gonna do that. Chances are one tells you, but if you were already burning them without reading them, as I was, you wouldn't get that information. Alright, so all that going, let's... Oh wait, no. Okay. Well, here, let me actually... There we go. Just had VLC stop the playback, so it started at the beginning of the audio again, of the song piece. Not song. There's no lyric. Alright. Alright. I'm just gonna put this out of the way. Oh, and by the way, saw something I kind of wish I had known. It shouldn't be a problem with this one, but apparently, if you cross the barriers with certain items like the arc welder, although you can't throw it through, such as that one, the turrets will attack you, so you do those last. Fortunately, this one there is no barrier near it, so I should be fine with having installed that, but yeah, I should not have. Sorry. And now and by the way, this is the next day. I'm only going to do one recording before I will need to stop because I don't need to do something too soon afterward. But I do hope to get a second recording, and it'll just be like after dinner. I really need to, maybe this one will work out where there's actually like an odd number of recordings, in which case, an even number of recordings, so I'll still have an odd day off, then I'll do another audio surf thing, which I haven't done in so long. And finally add some more music to the playlist I put well, playlist, because I just go through all the things I've already for audio stuff. Have a bucket. But yeah, so apparently one of them is if you go through... Yeah, well I said that, but if you go through one of these with an arc welder, it sets off the guns and they will murder you. Something else I saw though? Apparently, if you hit the ammo with... the ammo container for it with a... arc welder, you can actually get them to explode. So you can kill people that way in the multiplayer. Is that... Okay. Except for the smalls. Small pieces, which actually I will grab a bin and serve just a bucket for that. That room is clear of more blood producing stuff, which is very helpful. That's... Thought maybe he had one. So. Oh, by the way, since I talked about in one of the previous videos, and asked the question, you know, like, who is the publisher? At least according to Steam, Moonstorm is the developer, is also the publisher. But they would have had some connection to Devolver Digital, at least for a little bit, for when they did the initial Shadow Warrior Viscera cleanup. I still think it would be awesome if it, you know, closer to when Shadow Warrior 3 comes out, if it, there is like a small tease for whatever the next thing that Moonstorm is trying to do with VCD. It might be too early though. That is very true. It's like this is coming, but we're talking in like 2022, which I hope it doesn't take that long. But it very well could. Actually, now I am kind of curious how complex it would take to develop a game like this as opposed to, say, Shadow Warrior. Since, you know, with this you don't have story so much you have to worry about. Like, it's largely level design and a lot of engineering. So that I do kind of wonder if this would be an easier game to develop quickly. On the other hand, could also be a harder game to develop quickly, because you were completely dependent on the engineering and level design. Like, you can't allow for imperfections because, oh well, the story's so good, and that's why people play the game. Which is going to be the case for some here, where it's like the story's good, the fact that the gameplay is not so strong, or that there are bugs, doesn't bother people as much. Nope. I mean, it'll still work. It's just I do kind of get it freaking the whole body in there. Good. Nothing under. Steam? Sorry, I'm just like just thinking about, you know, like Satisfactory, which is a Coffee Stain Studios game. Good game. I need to get back to playing that some more, but I'm kind of in a, well, update 4 isn't out yet, and at least at the time I'm recording. But also Come on, brain. No. I just, for whatever reason, don't feel like going in and setting up some of the late game kind of things like turbo motors, because they've said that, yeah, they're going to change how, some of the recipes and such there, so how you make them, so it's, potentially, well, it won't be wasted time because I can build up a supply, but it's not going to be as profitable a use of time because I'll have to pay everything. I know it's cool. But to be fair, it's like, you can have the stock ready, you're going to be in good position. So throwing something together would still be a good. I don't see anything else in here except for the shells, so I guess I'll take care of it. Nope. Oh, that's right, I forgot it is like that. I thought there was one in here. A broom. I wanna grab it. There we go. Boy, the stutters. And I don't recall it, I don't recall it being any better, when not recording. Because I have played the game without recording. I have not done that for a very long time, but I have done that. There we go. BCD Dustpan Edition. I mean, you have to admit that would be. Yeah. That is garbage. Back into planetary. I'm not sure, but I think that these are all. At least nothing else is nowhere else. There's nowhere special to put these. So you want to know what's really frightening to me right now? I feel like I'm making good progress in this, but this is supposed to be 3 hours long. I know I'm not near that. So what am I? I'm saying I know there are some like hallways down there that I haven't gotten to yet, but are they not so much hallways that need to be cleaned as? Oh no, there's whole other rooms I still need to clean. I didn't think you're very high. There's a part of me that's tempted to install a new turret right away, just because, if I don't load it. Well, I don't want to forget though that yeah, I'll just do that much. I'll just, take them down. But I think I will try to approach from this side. Which is actually not a good idea, but I need the buckets more than I need the box. It's not as beneficial to come from this side. Yep, that happens. Oh, it's also one of here. That quickly. I'm just gonna consider this mop filthy and clean it all. Yep. And that should, yep. Please oil this. Get rid of it. Hello. I prefer to think it's not that I'm desensitized to the gore, it's that I so strongly recognize that it is in fact fake that I am not uncomfortable doing that. I was really hoping I had one more. Just the one. There. These things do not leak. That thing does. That. Oh yeah, there's plenty more for me to still do. And yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. There being 3 hours total. That there being plenty more to do. Yep. Yep. This thing needs to be destroyed, might as well grab as much other stuff that needs to be destroyed. wonder if they will do much if Moonstorm with whatever comes next will allow much modding, and not just like community maps kind of modding. I mean modding as in new items to help you, like a newer mod kind of thing, or even making something a special mode in there for a certain thing. Like just making it so that the Slosh-O-Matic and the what is this? What is it called? Waterload never deposited gore. I could definitely see plenty of people wanting to play it that way. So you still have the tedium of the design, it's just you don't have the random punishment. Which, it's not that bad, except when it's like it happens 3 times in a row. Then it's very frustrating. But otherwise, it's fine, but I definitely would like it if it's, could be removed from concern. What made that? I have no idea what I may have bumped into for it to make that noise. Let me get this first. Is that how you normally spell Tobias? I don't know. I mean, Tobias doesn't come up too often in my life as a name. Oh, I know something that would be kind of interesting. Did we actually have to do that? No. There was a level, though, where there were body bags. But it would be interesting to have a mode where you need to preserve the body. Not just the incinerator. That's calm. And not just checking them out with the IDs, but actually, it's like, nope, this body needs to be preserved so it can go to the family. I mean, that is one thing that I know that, like with the whole dustpan thing, I do want a tendency in video games to go more towards something realistic like that. Like having a dustpan would help so much with various things in this game, or even a silent butler. Something like that. It would be quite helpful. And to me, I don't see that as a it makes the game too easy kind of thing. Because people would definitely say, well, that negates some of the tedium, some of the design. It's like, or it gives the opportunity to expand on the design. So you can have situations where you have to use it a lot, like a lot of bullet casings, so you really need to use that dustpan a lot. You just So it's like instead of it being a tedium without a dustpan, it's tedium with the dustpan, and the amount of time is the same. Come up with things that you can't use the dustpan for. I'm not sure what exactly. It's like, it's just one of those things that I do feel like with so much design, why is it that we're not trying to imitate reality in video games enough that certain obvious things are missing, like a dustpan? I'm just trying to think what would be another example, potentially. Probably I would want to say the 3-inch step, but because, I mean, yes, that is annoying, very annoying 3-inch step stuff that I complain about, but that might be technical enough where it's like, we can't really do that. However, something like not being able to attack up and down inclines, because I had a game last month that I played, NED, where if an enemy were up here, and I were down here, and I attacked, I'm attacking like this. I'm not attacking up there, I'm attacking here, because I'm down here, and it's up there. It's like, okay, we're really at the point where there's no... I'm sorry, I can imagine at least one way to completely remove that from happening, which is you don't have staircases exist. Well, you basically make the game all on the same continuous plane. And it's visually, you just have certain areas, like with normal mapping would be, I mean, that isn't what you rely on that, but with normal mapping where you just have it graphically rendered differently. So that it, shows it like, so it would show a difference here, even though it's actually all still completely different. Because if you do that, then all the geometry concerning whether or not you attack the enemy or are attacked by the enemy, because that was also happening, the enemies were missing for that reason. It's gone, because it's all just 2D. There's no longer a 3D component, a height component. It's just X and Z. It's like, I know that kind of thing is technically possible, because I can remember back to Warcraft 3, the map editor in that, you could do stuff like that. You could, raise hills where it's still technically a smooth, continuous surface. Still effectively two-dimensional. You could also raise hills so that, it was in fact 3D. Raise cliffs, so it was in fact 3D. But, do something like that so you don't have that issue anymore. I mean, true, that does make something like bridges a problem, because you wouldn't really be able to achieve it, immediately with that approach. But I want to say that game, bridges were not really that big an issue. But yeah, that's definitely one that I do not understand why that is still a thing in any modern. And that is more of a just, why is that isn't to me it's just part of the game design that you're supposed to realize that you need to be standing on the exact same height with them. It's like, no, that's stupid. This is a problem that there are solutions for, and the developers just decided not to invest in any of those solutions. My point earlier is more about it is more about the whole, you can give solutions to problems so that you can then have more problems. It's like, you can give us a dustpan and then just, add something else, make it so it's very necessary at times. So it's not as much a benefit. It is a convenience, but it's not as much a benefit as it may seem. you could make it a risk that it's like you might accidentally throw it into the incinerator and lose it, so you need to get another one. Actually, you know what? Yeah, that could work if it had a durability kind of thing to it, where the handle could snap. That is not unreasonable. That certainly happens. Don't let the mop handle snap, though. No. You can't do that. That'd be very Get rid of this. 700 of 800 on top graph. But yeah, you could have something where it's like, oh well, this has gotten so heavy that it just snaps the handle. Nothing wrong with that. So then you also need some means by which to get a new one within the mat. Yeah, I mean, it's one of the nice things about solving a problem is sometimes it then opens up possibilities for additional problems. You know, I guess I should be saying challenges instead of problems, and it's like, you know, that's helpful. The trick is making sure that while you have the depth, you don't make it too hard to follow. Which is common. I'm just checking. There are no more shelves. I will do that. One more bullet shell. It would also be like if you had a trolley of some sort that allowed you to more easily carry like 2, 3, 4 buckets at a time. Okay, but you know, only have that on levels. If it is something that's just, you know, it's in a level or it's not in a level, like the arc level is, you could have it be a, okay, well in the levels it's present, there are places, you know, it's a much larger map, and there's a lot more stuff you're gonna have to mop. You know, it's yes, you have made something simpler, but at the same time, it allows you to do more with that simple solution. And I do mean, like, you know, the trolley, so that you don't have to, you know, carry the bucket stack. But something, you know, with like it secures them, you can carry 2 or 3 of them at a time. It would make sense that you can't. It doesn't allow you to wash the mop, though, because you know, I said secured, as in while moving it, you don't have the concern of it tipping over, of any of the water spilling out. I guess you could, if you wanted to make a risk when you take out a bucket, it spilling. I don't necessarily like that. It would depend. Because it would risk being a way to ensure that somebody never spills, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. But yeah, something like that I could see being desirable and workable. If it was open. I know I saw a slip of paper somewhere. I was thinking I might only need one bucket there. Yeah, probably so that, you know, you can carry this and not have to worry about it, it's still, and I think that'd be highly desired. But then you also just make it, the messes so much worse. I would totally do that if I were designing such a game. It's like, oh yeah, we made this easier on you. You have to do it more. Especially for a game like this that is in part about teams. I would totally do. I mean, there are some things in game design I would never do because I hate playing it. Fortunately, this doesn't seem to have been the case. This is a fad that seems to have died out over the years. But like, here's a new enemy for you to face and you to kill. It's highly lethal. You don't know how to fight it yet. And it's like, okay, you finally are able to defeat it. Okay, here's 2 more immediately. Like, you don't even get to leave the arena. It's just, here's 2 more. That, to me, is horrible design. Because it's like, you've only just figured out... Oh, there's one. It's like you've only just managed to beat it. You may not know what the strategy is for beating it yet. Here's more. I do not understand why that wasn't... I mean, you don't even get time to rest or recover mentally from the encounter. It's just a, here's more. That I would never do. In game design. But being like, here's more work for you to do because we made it easy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Totally come. I guess another way, another example might be, like, oh, we've given you a gun that will kill anything in 1 shot. And I like unlimited ammo. Let's just say it has unlimited ammo. Okay, here's 1,000 enemies. And they don't even have to be significant enemies. You can just simple minions that other guns might even be able to kill in 1 shot. It's just you have to now deal with 1,000 enemies. Like, yeah, I'd do that. I would do that to a player and never feel bad about it. Yeah, I've got less than 2 minutes. It's a little bit over a minute on the time. Okay. I'm gonna stop the timer because here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna basically clean out this 1 stall that is now soiled. And by clean out, I do mean only going as far as like getting rid of the body. I've also got rid of, I'll get rid of the mop stuff. So there's a thing of blood, a blood splatter. There's also the burn mark. I will take care of those. That is where I will stop. Yep. I wasn't sure, but I was pretty confident that this had enough uses left in it that I could do that. Must have just been a shadow. I thought I saw a darker mark that I could, that was like a burn mark. Get rid of a scorch mark, I guess I should say. Wondering why this piece was so quiet, why this track was so quiet. Listen. Alright. Save it? What am I looking at? Time. 2 hours 13. So the rest of this in 50. I just want to look over. What? Okay, so that is sealed. Yeah, I could probably do all this in a minute. I'm gonna leave that. Oh wait, I already have it saved. And I'm just... I did. Yeah, you saw me save. Was that always there? I'd have to check. I don't remember if there was the exit there that let... Was it maybe quit before? I don't remember, but I do appreciate that it lets me get all the way back out. Anyway. Yeah. Just see you next time.